Okay, you are tuned in to WorkitBird Sessions, and today we are coming from Coop Studios in Boulder. Our show is dedicated to promote talented musicians and introduce them to our audience. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel right below and watch any of our most recent episodes or past episodes. You can like us on Facebook, Instagram, and I do tweet now and then, so you'll see me there. My name is Christopher Wright, and our videographer today is Eric Singer, partner and producer here at Coop Studios. Bravo. Coop is offering a 30% discount for subscribers to the WorkitBird session, and that includes recording EPs or full-length album. Just email info@coopstudios.com. Today, I'm very excited to have with us Billy Shaddox in the studio and his entourage of awesome musicians. Hey guys, how you doing?
Great.
Excellent. So happy to have you guys here. I had the great pleasure of seeing you guys play at the Roost in Longmont, and I was like, oh man, gotta have these guys on the show for sure. So thanks again. Let's do some introductions.
On the fiddle, Oliver Jacobson, and playing the bass today is Chad Mathis. I'm Billy Shaddox.
Billy Shaddox.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys again so much. Great seeing you. Let's jump right in, shall we?
Good, yeah.
Cool. What's the first
The
thing?
song's called Learn to Sink.
Learn to Sink.
Yep.
All right. This is Billy Shaddox from WorkitBird Sessions coming to you from Boulder.
They won't tell you how to go, so break your back and come back home. Setting out a world to see, but a life like that ain't meant to be. The border's state to state, river water is never late. The sun don't shine on every day, so bet on the winds blow you straight, blow you straight. Sunrise stings when tired eyes see it first waking from night. When silent echoes burn, you know the ones you love let you go. A lonely sleep is what you get. The longest roads will say it best. When there's no shine to make you blink, it's your heart that has to learn to sing. Learn to sing. Borrowed more than I care to pay. My debts won't settle on apologies. When I finally was set free, the ones I owed began to plead. And I won't rest without a cure. The thoughts that shake me when I'm sure my legs won't give in like you think. It's my heart that has to learn to sing. Learn to sing. Learn to sing. Learn to sing. Learn to sing.
Excellent. Very nice. I'm going to clap, but okay.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
That sounded great, guys.
We messed up a few words, but hey,
Yeah.
it's rock and roll.
Yes, it is. Cool. Well, we should jump into one more, then we'll...
Awesome. This song is called Live With Heart. It's pretty much a brand new tune that we haven't rehearsed more than we did in the 15 minutes leading up to playing here.
All right.
I've like sprung it live on these guys a few times, and they've been right along. So it's a brand new tune about folks who have big hearts, and sometimes in a world that can be full of pain and frustration, it's hard to exist, you know? But it's a good thing. It's a good thing to feel. Live with heart. Are you waking up to ask yourself how you gonna make it by? Trying to sew a thread to hold us when we drifted from each other's side. Forgotten how to sit in silence from the noise of living here today. It's knocking down the very last door. You like to keep yourself safe. Well, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you live with heart. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you live with heart, but you're never gonna let them down. No, you're never gonna be without, 'cause you live with heart. You're searching for a light to shine you. The dark is a familiar friend, and the path you carefully built feels like it only meanders in your head. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you live with heart. It's hard. Oh, it's hard. It's hard when you live with heart, but you're never gonna let them down. Yeah, you're never gonna be without, 'cause you live with heart. picking up the pieces lately. What they tried to throw away. Tomorrow's gonna be there waiting. But what you need ain't there today. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you live with heart. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you live with heart, but you're never gonna be without. Yeah, you're never gonna let them down, but you're ever gonna be without, 'cause you live with heart.
Very nice, guys.
Thank you.
So wait, you just learned that just now? Before?
This morning, yeah.
Wow, great job. Great job.
Thank you. That's these guys. I mean, Chad and Oliver are...
Great job, everyone.
He wrote it.
Yeah.
Well, excellent job, guys. So let's just get to know you guys a little bit here. Simple question. Where are you guys from? Where are you from?
I'm originally from San Diego. I grew up there and lived most of my life to date there, and moved to Colorado about 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
Wait, 4 years. 4 years ago? Yeah.
And I read that you live in Lyons.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you came right from San Diego to Lyons?
No.
Okay.
I stopped in Salt Lake City for a few years, and then lived in Gold Hill
Oh,
for a couple years. And
Gold
then,
Hill.
Yeah, and then now I've lived in Lyons for 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So you have 3 albums.
Yeah.
Golden Fate, I Melt, I Howl, and your most recent one, The Record Keeper.
Yeah.
I'm going to show these.
There's a 4th record called Mellow Me out there in the world somewhere.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's in the vault. Yeah.
So what was your musical journey like? So The Record Keeper is a lot different than I Melt, I Howl, and
totally.
And so what was that kind of?
That's kind of the story of my life, man. I'm a Gemini.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm changing every day.
Gotcha. All right.
It's either me or the other, No, I mean, I've been playing music most of my life, and have done different things with it and aspired to do different things with it. And I think the albums are definitely a manifestation of where I've been at different points in my life. I Melt, I Howl is a highly produced record where I was really working hard and pushing music really hard, and hired a producer to record it, and went to a really nice studio in Maine, of all places, to record.
In the winter?
It was April, so it felt like winter
okay.
to a San Diego guy.
Getting there.
And then The Record Keeper, the latest record, is something that's like a return to self, I think, because I recorded it at home in my garage, and that's in the process of being converted into a studio.
Gotcha.
And I think that's my ultimate vision, is to make music at home.
Did you produce? Did you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Everything, yeah.
And then you had musicians come in.
Sort of. I performed most of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then had some guys fill in different spots.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And that was released just this last summer.
Yeah, this summer, back in May.
Very cool. I saw that a great video on your website of I assume that was the house in Maine.
Yeah.
So you did was that like a trailer for your?
Yeah,
your
it was during recording, a local guy who lived in the area came up and did some filming and put that together for me.
Very cool.
And I used that as like a promo for the album.
How'd you get together with these guys to?
So the guy that I recorded with, his name is Sam Kassir, and he is a producer and a piano player for a guy by the name of Josh Ritter. And I've been a fan of their music as a band and his production on different albums that he's worked on. And it was like one of those experiences where I was like, I should just write that guy an email and see if I could record with him.
Yeah.
And thought, what do I got to lose? It just might go he might not respond maybe. But he wrote me right back and was like, hey, yeah, let's talk.
and then a few things, things come together, and next thing you know, I'm in Maine recording an album with him, and it was an awesome experience.
Nice.
He was a really fun guy to record with, incredibly creative, and
So that's at his house. It looks like
it's
whole
a farmhouse that
house,
he owns
farmhouse.
in rural Maine. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Most of Maine's.
Yeah, right. I should. Yeah, right.
So let's talk about the record keeper. Then.
Yeah.
What's the significance of the humpback whale?
Oh, yeah. So long time ago, it feels like lifetimes ago, I was in a band in San Diego. We toured a lot, and I had a really bizarre experience of having a massive head injury on the road, and ended up hospitalized.
Wow.
Yeah, in Oregon. And
How'd that happen? That's
mysterious.
Mysterious?
Yeah,
Okay.
it happened in my sleep, of all things. I went to bed one night and then woke up in the morning with a cracked skull and major brain injury.
Jeez.
So,
okay.
I know it's bizarre, and I don't know the answers, but that's where the whale comes in, because the whale is as a totem animal, they call the whale the record keeper, and it's sort of keeping track of people and lives and mankind, keeping track of everything we do and watching over us. And so it's become a being that I kind of meditate on and look to for answers in those times when I'm not sure of what happened to me and where I'm going. And that became, I don't know, just sort of became like a real good focus for this album. There's a song called The Record Keeper on it. And I also paint, and I paint a lot of whales. It's one of my paintings on the cover of that album. And it's just one of those animals I have a connection with. And whether it's in music or in paint form, it just kind of comes out really naturally.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I wonder if you'll ever figure out that story.
I don't know, man.
It might come to you in your dream or something.
I've been like, my wife has said, you should look into that a little, try to find out. Or people have told me, I know somebody that will be able to tell you what happened.
Get hypnotized.
Yeah,
so you can,
right. Yeah. Or totally. And I've always kind of enjoyed the mystery of it, in that I don't, I went to sleep with my bandmates at a house that we crashed at, and woke up in the morning really sick and had to spend a week in the hospital. And it changed my life for the better. It was a really awesome, horrible experience. If such a thing exists.
So when you write songs, do you write full songs, or do you write parts of songs and get musicians to collaborate with? How's the process usually go for you? Or I guess usually.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I write what I think is a whole song, and then I'm totally open to whatever these guys want to do with it. And so usually what happens is I have an idea, I put it together, and then we start working it out in performance, and it kind of comes together. And yeah,
I like that process myself.
Yeah.
So how do you know which songs are going to be on your albums?
I don't know.
Do you have a number of songs and then kind of?
Yeah, I think when I made The Record Keeper, I had I think there's 11 or 12 songs on that album, and I had about 15 or 16 that I was pulling from. Same with the I Melt a Howl. And I think you just kind of I find when I record and I really focus on songs, I get to know them, and I just know which ones work together and which ones don't,
right.
And you kind of figure out where the story is best told, There's most of my songs are about my life and about me, and you kind of figure out which ones can tell a story together and which ones are sort of a little bit too far out of the boundary still, and
Gotcha.
you need to find some other songs to work together with those,
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I've asked myself this question a bunch of times about your music, but who are some of your influences, just out of curiosity? Because I hear some things, but I'm just wondering.
I grew up listening to what my dad was spinning, which was a lot of Doobie Brothers and Steely Dan and the Eagles. He was really into the Eagles, and kind of classic rock and some country stuff. He was a bluegrass guitar player, and my brother and I would go listen to him play. And I think that American country, folk, and bluegrass sound has made its way into me from those just being steeped in his music so much. And then I fell in love with like Graham Parsons and some of the early Birds records where they went into kind of a country vein, and Flying Burrito Brothers, and that really defined my sound and me as a songwriter for a long time. The band, I love the band a lot. And then I've been on a kick lately of listening to a lot of Replacements.
Nice.
As recently as last night, Chad and I went and saw Tommy Stinson from the Replacements play down in Denver. And I like that, like, really raw, like, rock and roll, punk rock with an element of, like, country and Americana and folk. And so I feel like bands like Wilco and Sunvolt and Uncle Tupelo I listen to a lot of that music,
Very nice. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can definitely relate to that for sure.
Yeah.
So Record Keepers sounds great, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any plans 2018 album, perhaps?
I'm starting. I've got a handful of tunes.
That's that last song?
Yeah, that
Cool.
song. I've actually recorded that song. So my studio at home isn't heated, so I'm sort of like out of the window recording, and I like fall for a time to get creative and turn inside, and winter, and so I feel like there's an opportunity right now to write some music, and then maybe start recording in the spring and summer. I don't know if I want to do a whole album. I kind of want to. Right now, my ideas are kind of scattered, and I feel like it would be fun to make some releases, like some smaller ones, where you don't need this congruent, this idea, this arcing story, but it's just these ideas you have, and you can put them out.
Totally.
I'm interested in doing that.
Yeah, some small pairings.
Yes,
kind of thing. Yeah.
pairings. Perfect word. Yeah, that's the vision.
Excellent. So we have time for one more song?
Awesome.
Great. BillyShaddox.com, and you can go there for all your information.
Please. BillyShaddox.com.
And very cool. So what's the last song we got here?
The song is called Saint Vrain.
Saint Vrain.
Yeah, it's the river that flows through Lyons. The two forks of the river meet right in town. I've always been a river person, and a lot of great experiences in nature and on water. And this song is sort of an ode to that like sanctuary of nature, and how one day our bodies will return to earth and return to the waters that kind of birthed us.
All right. Billy Shaddox from WorkitBird Sessions, coming to you from Coop Studios.
Thank you for having us, Chris.
Thank you again, guys.
We'll leave tonight from the city. Bid farewell to a light. And don't be charmed by what seems to shine. She's a siren in the night. Take this time when you need it most. Find a peace all your own. Above the line where the trees won't crowd, the stars will shine for you alone. So meet me down at St. At her edge we've always known. She's been waiting for our love to claim. She won't take you on your own. You're free to sway when the winds are fair. But trust this dance to be your lead. On your knees you can pray for some things. save your life when you're in need. So meet me down at St. Vrain. At her edge we've always known she's been waiting for our love to claim. She won't take you on your own. In the silence of the fleeting night, with holy darkness there to cleanse, I will face what I cannot outrun, 'cause I got nothing in the end. Well, I got nothing in the end. So meet me down at St. Vrain. At her edge we've always known she's been waiting for our love to claim. And she won't take me on my own. She won't take me on my own. She won't take me on my own.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very, very nice job, guys. Thank you again.
Yeah, thanks for having
that's
us.
a perfect way to end the show. I'd like to thank Billy Shaddox and
Oliver Jacobson.
Oliver
and
Jacobson.
Chad Mathis.
Awesome. Very, very, very good job, guys. I'd like to thank Eric Singer, producer, partner here at Coop Studios, for shooting our video today. I'd like to thank Taylor, Marvin. I'd also like to thank Jim Krasaniak, who couldn't be here today because he had a baby boy. And his middle name is Danger, so I guess we'll have to watch out for that guy. Again, musicians, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, 30% off recording sessions here at Coop Studios. Email info@coopstudios.com. I'll put all that information in the YouTube link for this episode. Thank you once again. It was such a pleasure.
Thanks.
And thanks to Coop Studios allowing us to take our show on the road. And have a great day.